Nation. Yes, yes. Shout out to everybody already in the comment section, man. I see you, Talk Box. Marcus in the building. Purge. Freddie, man. What's good with you, King? Adrian Torres, man. What's good with you, my brother? Shout out to everybody, man. Yes. Appreciate you guys for being here with me tonight, man. For those who know, we'll wait for everybody to pull up. There's a lot been going on, man. A lot. We'll definitely get to that. But tonight we're gonna have some fun, man. Your boy need to have some fun, man. Can we talk some Raider football tonight? That's what I want to do. Get my mind off all the other shit going on in my personal life. Just have some fun and talk about the team that we love so much. Shout out to you, Eric, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, brother. That means a lot. My Docs, my condolences go out to you and your family. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wait till everybody pulls up, you guys. We're definitely gonna talk about it. Wipe them feet on the way in, man. Wipe them feet on the way in. Shout out to Cody. What up, Docs? What's good with you, King? Raider Alex is in the building. Yes, sir. Shout out to my dog. Got my brother Curtis, man. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to my guy, man. Josh Raider. Love. Most definitely, man. Most definitely, you guys. Appreciate you guys, man. That means a lot to me, man. It means a lot to me. Will says, we need a GM ASAP before anything else. What the fuck? That's gonna happen, bro. We're not gonna get a head coach before we get a GM. Trust me. Trust the process. I know we aren't the Philadelphia 76ers, but trust the process. Is gonna happen. We'll be okay. GM, then coach. It's gonna happen. Philip, man, what's good with you, brother? Man, shit, bro. Hey, man, as good as we can right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Just as good as we can, man. Just unexpected news this past week, man. It's been crazy. Crazy way to start 2022, man. First of all, I mean, shit. Me and the whole family catch COVID. We're down and out for a few weeks. And then, for those in the comment section, my mother did not pass away. My auntie raised me since I was 4 years old. I grew up in the house with my auntie and my grandma. My grandma passed when I was 16. My auntie just passed away a few days ago. That's why I've been gone for like 3 days. Family's been going through it, man. But yes, my mother did not pass, you guys. My aunt, the one that raised me since I was 4 years old, just passed away. It's crazy, man. Crazy life we live in, man. Crazy. I lived under the same roof as my aunt since I was 4 years old. Sucks, man. It really sucks. Unexpected turn in the hospital and boom. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. Shout out to you guys. Sorry to hear the news about your auntie, man. Damn. Eric, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. For real, for real. That's why I came on here tonight. Just wanted to talk with my people. Unknown, yes. Definitely. Always lived in Southside. Cockbox, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Valerie, she was 62. She was 62 years old. My grandmother passed at 65. My auntie passed at 62. And she actually passed away on my grandma's birthday. It's crazy, right? Crazy how life throws shit at you, man. It really is. I feel like it's a test right now, you guys. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a test. And God doesn't doesn't throw stuff your way that you can't get through, man. So, it is what it is. Valerie, yes, she had COVID. It got worse progressively, and then it got better. They said she was on her way out of the hospital, and then she took a turn. I guess they said it was too much carbon monoxide that got to her lungs and her heart. And next thing you know, man, yeah, crazy, man, crazy. But yes, Edge, yes. Me and my mother are like this now, one of my best friends in the world. But she moved away when I was 4, and my grandmother and my auntie took me. So my aunt and my grandmother raised me. Yeah. So my mom, she was across the country. You know what I'm saying? But that's no shade to my mom, one of my best friends in the world. Hot Beats, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Rick, I appreciate you, brother. Really do. I'll be in California probably in like the next week or so, for the funeral and all that good stuff. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. Shout out to my brother AD, man. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. This is facts. You guys, I promise I'm not gonna harp on this shit the whole live. I want to talk about some football. I definitely do. I just know a lot of people wanted to know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? You guys know usually I'm active every day, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, every day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. I had to take a step back, man. I really had a mental breakdown, and I was going through it. I was going through it. These past 3 days, man, it was just, yeah, stress levels went through the roof. But guess what, you guys? You know how crazy it's crazy how God works, right? My auntie passed away, and now me and my daughter been talking every day, 3 times yesterday. Been FaceTiming each other, been crying together. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how someone that can pass away can bring you and your loved ones closer together, man. So shout out to my auntie, R.I.P. Love you to death. She would be so happy to see me and my daughter like this right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, it's crazy how beautiful things come out of such ugly circumstances. You know what I mean? But hey, we here, man. We here. TN08, I appreciate you, Raider Pies. I appreciate you, my brother Herman, Valerie, DeMarcus. I appreciate you, King. Yeah, man. Tough road. We're going to be active tonight, you guys. We're going to be doing this show. And then right after this show, me and Stu are doing the Graphk and Stu show. So 2 shows back to back. Like I said, I've been kind of hiding away for the past few days. I need this. I need this today. I need this interaction with Phil, with AD, with Hunter. Love you too, brother. With my people. You know what I mean? So this is much needed for me today. I got me some drinks, got me some food. We're gonna be vibing for the rest of the night, you guys. Definitely, man. Definitely. Ruck, I appreciate you, brother. Savage, I appreciate you, King. Let's get some people on the show, man. Let's get some people on the show. Let's get some people on the show. Let's get some people on the show. I want to have some fun tonight. Love you guys too. Pies, Valerie, appreciate you guys. Yeah, Donovan, 2 of them things tonight. 2 of them. Back to back, man. Back to back. Greg, I appreciate you, brother. We need you, Docs, right here with you, brother. My dog. I appreciate you, King. Yeah, you know what? I need to do that, Aurora. Let me see where bro is at, man. Let's see where bro's at. Let's see where he's at. Joey, appreciate you, brother. Dreadlock, appreciate you. Freaky, appreciate you, King. Man, yeah, shit's crazy, man. What up, Docs? One love. Good to see you back. Shout out to Jose. Appreciate you, man. So what right now, you guys in the nation, we know what's going on right now, right? Had a bunch of guys coming in for the vacant head coaching position. We got some GMs coming in. We know Dodds should be here soon to come in. I think that's his spot. I think we all know Ed Dodds probably is the leading candidate for the GM spot. I like Trey out of Cincinnati. He may be the runner-up to Ed Dodds. It's been very, very, very quiet on the Jim Harbaugh front, but everybody we've been connected to, right? Everybody has been defensive-minded guys. All of them are defensive coordinators, pretty much. The Niners defensive coordinator coming in for an interview. We just requested to have Todd Bowles come in, Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive coordinator. Jared Mayo, I think the linebackers coach for the New England Patriots. It looks like right now it's been all defensive guys. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Because we already know with Jim Harbaugh, right? He's an offensive guy, but he brings other guys with him that know the game. Vic Fangio is one of the best defensive minds in the league. Then he could bring a Pep Hamilton on, someone that's like a so-called quarterback whisperer in the league. Dirty, love you too, my brother. It was fun on Hammer Show, man. Appreciate you, King. But what do you guys think about that? If we don't get a Jim Harbaugh, which, like I said, it's been really quiet. It's been really, really, really quiet. There's more people coming out from Michigan saying that they believe that he's going to return. Who's to say? But what do you guys think about all these defensive-minded guys? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But the thing I'm worried about, right, is watching that Chiefs and Bills game, right? Yeah, top beats. They say defense wins championships. But these offenses are just so damn explosive, man. The Bills, I believe, had the second rated defense in the league. And they let the Chiefs put up like a 40 burger on them, right? How do you feel about that? I'm kind of conflicted. I'm kind of like, I want to go all in on offense. I feel like in today's NFL, you have to outscore your opponent. I feel like that's the way to win. I want a top of the line defense. I definitely do. I want a great defense. I want a stout defense. I want a defense that we can trust to go out and win a game for us if need be. And I don't mean just the cover three prevent. I'm talking about that can go out and make a play, go out and get a turnover, go force a turnover, get a pick six. That kind of defense, right? But I feel like offenses these days, I know the Niners they've had a stout defense this year. But I think the Niners have benefited the most from having a great coaching staff from here on up. You know what I'm saying? 73, Brian DeBall is going to be the Giants head coach, I believe. I think he already got hired. I could be wrong, but I think I seen somewhere where he was already going to the Giants. But what do you guys think, man? I still think this is an offensive league. Watching the Rams and Bucks, watching the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, mind you, all four of those teams have stout defenses as well, but their offenses outweigh their defenses. You know what I'm saying? Brady, he was hurting a lot without Godwin and AB out there. That really, really killed them. They had one of the best explosive offenses in the league, but with those two guys going out, that was going to be very, very tough hurdle for them to get over. But the Rams, explosive offense. They got Odell in a slot. They got Cooper Kupp out there doing crazy numbers. They got a great running back duo now. You know what I'm saying? Like a really serviceable quarterback with Matthew Stafford. Like, what do you guys think? Is it smart to keep bringing in these defensive guys and think that one of these guys can turn this team around? And I don't mean somebody that can bring this team in and get us to the playoffs every year. I'm talking about someone that can actually potentially take this team to the Super Bowl, be a perennial Super Bowl caliber team every year, year in and year out. What can any of these guys do that? Can any of them do that? Shout out to Mario Greenberry. We love you, brother. We should hire Eric Bieniemy as coach than Wade Phillips as DC. What do you think? I appreciate you, Greenberry. Love you too, my brother. I appreciate you, King. Eric Bieniemy, I would love to bring him in for an interview at least. I said this a few lives ago that if we're going to bring in the offensive coordinator from the Niners, we're going to bring in these other guys, there's no reason why we can't bring in Eric Bieniemy at least see what he's talking about. Because at the end of the day, if you want to win the AFC West, you have to beat the Chiefs. Simple and plain. And I think one of the best ways to go out and do that is to make them weaker, right? You take their offensive coordinator from them, someone that knows their playbook in and out, and, at least give him an interview. Wade Phillips is one of the most dominant defensive coordinators ever. But, brother, I'm going to be honest, he's too old, especially in the pandemic era now where these guys are getting tested left and right. Who's to say that Wade Phillips would even be on the sideline? He may be coaching the defense from a box seat. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I really trust that. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's going to stay retired and just stay away from the game. Hey, real quick, man. Hold up real quick, you guys. My apologies. Boom. See if my dog want to pull up. Wasted, man. Check your DMs on Twitter, brother. Shout out to my brother Phil, man. What's good with you, King?
What's good, man? It's just trying to get over some shit myself. Shout out to you. Condolences to your family first and foremost.
My
you know
brother.
what I'm saying? Tough times. But she's with the Angels now, and that's all you could ask for.
My brother. Yes. No more hurt, no more pain, man. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same to you, brother. My condolences to whatever you got going on, man. It's just it's crazy time to be alive right now, brother. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it is. We got my wife and my oldest son through COVID last week. So
yeah. Welcome to the club, King. And that cough right there sound like something.
No, I'm good. we test the negative. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky.
Okay, hey, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that me, my wife, and my kids all had it, and everybody was okay. You know, I think it beat me and my wife up the most. My sons were cool. You know what I mean? They were good. They bounced through it. They got them young. You know what I mean? They just young, man. You know, we get up there age and shit. Our shit weak, bro.
Yeah. I mean? No, them kids bounce back. Yeah, no, that's real.
They bounce back like crazy. So, my brother, I did this live first and foremost just to come back, man, and speak with the nation. It's been a few days.
Right.
Do you think it's a coincidence right now that everybody that's been talked about as potential head coach coming in to fill that vacancy has been a defensive coordinator? It's been a defensive-minded guy. I don't really know any other I know there was a rumor that we may bring in the offensive coordinator for the Niners, but most of these guys have been defensive-minded guys. We went out and requested Todd Bowles today, the Niners defensive coordinator. There's been other guys. I mean, there's been a bunch. It's been pretty much all defensive-minded guys. Do you take anything away from that? And do you think that Jim Harbaugh is still that prized possession where we're kind of just doing our due diligence until we finally come to terms and figure out what we do? Because the rumor is now that Mark Davis is not going to allow leverage. He's not going to be the leverage guy with Jim Harbaugh, right? He's not going to allow Harbaugh to use him to get another 20, 30, 40 million out of Michigan. He's not going to be that guy. He's going to say pretty much, if you want to be that dude, then come in for an interview. I think that's Jared Mayu as well, the linebackers coach from the New England Patriots. I mean, how do you look at things? Like, how do you look at this?
So a lot of these guys are coming highly recommended. He has he's gotten Marcel Reese is in his ear and telling him to talk to everybody. And that's probably the smartest thing that he's done yet. Mark is going about this methodically, and in NFL circles, they're praising him for his job search, for his coaching search, and talking to everybody and getting different perspectives. Obviously, the Chiefs is all about offense. Yes. If you're going to stop them, you got to do one of two things. And I wrote an article today, got published on Raiders mustn't get caught up in the moment. So in order to beat the Chiefs, one of two things happen.
Raider Ramble,
yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. I even posted it up on my Instagram. They're either going to have to figure out how to stop the Chiefs, or they're going to have to break the Chiefs up. And to break the Chiefs up, you're going to have to start stealing their coaching staff. So my whole thing was, you take the offensive coordinator, you take the quarterback's coach, and for everybody who says Andy Reid is doing it himself, you make sure he's doing it himself. And you take away because Eric Bieniemy has been to 4 straight AFC conference games. 4 straight. They win on Sunday. It'll be 3 straight Super Bowls. Somehow people keep telling me that he's this guy who can't interview, or it's all Andy Reid. I'm like, King, he's been with them for the 9 years since he's been in Kansas City. They done won 6 straight division championships. You can't tell me this man ain't picked up nothing.
Hey, they never won a Super Bowl without him.
Nope.
Ever. So there's that. You know what I mean? You have to keep that in consideration. Shout out to my brother Wasted Talent Podcast, man. My brother, man, it's good to have you here, King.
Brother, thank you for
my oldest son, Phillips.
What's up, little man? Nice to see you, man.
Hi.
He get ready to go take that taekwondo and get up on it.
I feel it, bro.
Work that high yaw on somebody's chin.
Oh, mamas.
you know what I wanted to ask. When you have an offensive coordinator that doesn't call the plays, how do we feel about that guy being a head coach?
That's why I did this live, Wasted Talent, because I think that was kind of the thought process is behind this. How do we bring these guys in, and not even that? How do we trust any of these guys to bring in a serviceable offensive coordinator that can get it done? Like if we bring in the Niners DC, does he bring the Niners OC with him if he doesn't get a head coaching job somewhere else? Like, how can we trust any of these defensive-minded guys to bring someone in that can actually keep up with the Chiefs and the Chargers offensively. And mind you, the Broncos are a quarterback away from being an explosive ass offense.
Yes.
These guys have weapons galore. They have a running back, a young running back. They have a great receiving core, and they just paid all these guys that Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy. They have all these guys. Like,
right.
And then they had old boy from Penn State too, the guy in the slot.
Yeah,
Hamler. What's his name? Yeah, there you go.
Hamler, yeah. And he didn't even get no burn really last year because I think he got hurt, didn't he?
He was hurt. Yeah.
Bro, not even that. You know, they're the most balanced football team if they have a quarterback.
Yes.
They have a solid running game. They have a solid receiving core, and their defense is the best defense in the AFC West.
Yep.
Hands down.
Bro, we were just talking about this, I think, a little bit on Hammer's show. Like, this is a very pivotal offseason because if we don't get this right, bro, we can be in the basement for years to come.
Yeah,
probably a decade. Real talk, a decade. If Denver can get a lasting quarterback, we'd be in the cellar for a long time.
What if they decide if they can't get an Aaron Rodgers or they can't get one of these big guys, or even if they do, or they go get a rookie quarterback and he ends up working out for them? We're fucked, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
We're fucked. Like just think about that. 3 teams that could be potentially in front of us, just like Phil said, for a decade. Like, we need to make sure this is right. And the silence on the Jim Harbaugh front is a little nerve-wracking to me, man. I'm kind of like, don't get me wrong, I still think that there's something that could be in play behind the scenes. But the more and more this goes along, with the more and more head coaching guys that come in and these GMs come in, mind you, Ed Dodds has not came in yet. Once he comes in, I think then the writing will be on the wall. If Dodds gets hired, I don't think there's any way that Jim Harbaugh doesn't come in. I think that Harbaugh may be sitting back saying, let me see if they get my guy. And if they do, then boom, because it's already been rumored that Harbaugh he's already fielded a staff behind the scenes already. He already has guys already in motion to take the thing over. So
see, I've heard that he's been interviewing people from Notre Dame, the defensive coordinator and stuff. So my question is, are you interviewing them for college? Or are you interviewing them for the National Football League?
Well, he just took, I'm a Notre Dame fan. He took our defensive tackles coach and hired him with Michigan. So
yeah, he lost his to USC. I didn't get a chance to tell you. That's the new project coming up. About to start running SC football, docs.
Love it, bro. Love it. Hey,
they're gonna be a juggernaut in 2 years.
I'm coming to you for all your. I'm coming to you for all. This is the perfect time to start writing about them too, bro.
Yeah, I have. I've reached out to a LA Football Network, dropped off a little sample. We're about to start working on something pretty soon here.
Hey, there we go. Well, before the season comes up, I got to talk about Drake London with you. I got to talk about a few of those guys over there once you kind of break that team down and really get at it.
Right on, on the show.
Yeah, congrats on that too, brother. That's a smart move, especially with the route they're looking. They're like a powerhouse for a long time.
Years.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like it's just one day it's like Harbaugh is replacing everybody, or he's putting everything in motion for his alma mater to still be strong once he moves on.
Right.
But then it's like, then he's still out recruiting, which I said this is still his job at this point. He still has a contract with these guys. So he's not going to stop going to these kids' houses and getting them. At the end of the day, Michigan's just not a job for him. Like that's his alma mater. He loves
a dream.
it.
Yeah.
That's a dream. That was a dream job for him. But I think he realizes, man, that it's going to be a lot tougher to win a national championship in college. With all those teams of like, it's just, man, the SEC is just different, bro. It's different, bro. And then with USC on the rise, I just don't see Michigan. And when the fuck has he had a quarterback in Michigan? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's had time to recruit one. So that's my one problem. That's the one problem I do have, because he's been there 7 years. So he's had time to recruit a quarterback and still hasn't been able to do it or develop one. Because Shea Patterson is hot trash. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. But can we agree on this? As crazy as it sounds, it's easier to get a quarterback in the NFL than it is in college.
Most definitely, because you can see what they project to be. You know, when you get a lot of these kids, a lot of the talent is coming from the West and it's coming from the South. And now the campuses are so nice down South. Yes. And then USC is so beautiful, man. Who the fuck wants to leave 75 degrees in December to come in Michigan Nobody wants to do that, man.
No.
Nobody. The kids from Florida, they might go 3 states over. They're not going to go 8 or 9 states over.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And watch when Texas goes to the SEC.
Yeah.
They're not going to sniff. Notre Dame and Michigan is up against it because that decided difference that they had back in the day when Notre Dame was the only team that was on television every week.
Yeah.
Michigan was on Channel 7 almost every week. That now with cable television and we all have cell phones, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Nah.
So they've lost their advantage at this point, you know. And I'm going to be honest with you with Jim Harbaugh. I don't think that he's coming to the Raiders.
Okay.
I really would like for it to happen, but we had a head start on this situation. He could be here already. And also it kind of just makes too much sense for it to happen for us. It just seems like that's been our luck. Like Odell Beckham. It just seemed like it made too much sense. Yeah. Ruggs gets in an accident. We have an opening for an ex receiver.
Falls into our lap.
Yo, he's a free agent. He goes, clears waivers. Yeah. He can be the number 1 guy here. Yep. He goes to a team where he's the number 3 guy.
Yep. Just his luck. Robert Woods went down right when he got assigned.
As soon as he got there, that was crazy.
That's insane how that played. That plays into that. I swear this shit be scripted.
I be feeling that way.
Yeah, like for real, man. But okay, let me ask you guys this because I know a lot of people are talking about this. I think we're all going to kind of nip this in the bud real quick. Sean Payton just informed New Orleans he's leaving. He's going to retire. I believe he was already saying that he would like to be an analyst. I think he was already saying that that's kind of the move he wanted to make. It was smart of him to get out of New Orleans. He hasn't had a quarterback since Drew Brees. I think it's going to be very tough for him to replace anybody. I think Winston at best is a bridge quarterback, and he went down, and then they were pretty much on their 4th quarterback. I mean, shit, for them to even be a game out of the playoffs, it speaks to how great Sean Payton is as a coach. Right. I mean, that defense that Dennis Allen put together was great, but that still was moving here and there week in and week out without a real number 1, number 2 quarterback. You know what I mean? So, I mean, do you think there's any way that we could persuade Sean Payton to like, hey man, we got a quarterback already in play that he was already rumored to love already. You know, I mean, the writing, they were saying that Sean Payton would love to have DC in New Orleans. Is there any way you can see a Sean Payton coming over here? I mean, we're speaking about offense, right? You want to outscore these other teams. That's the only guy that I can think of that would maybe even be an option, which I don't think
have a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only guy I think that you can bring in that can probably get the best out of DC at any of these other guys, period, point blank. And that can take that offense from cool to explosive to over the top. I mean, is there a possibility? I know the Cowboys would love to have him back in Dallas. I know he lives out here in the DFW area. So I think the Cowboys will probably have a jump on it. They already have a better offense in play. They already have an offensive line that's stout. They have, 3 wide receivers, which 2 of them, I think Amari might get moved. If he does, they're going to have to pay Michael Gallup to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Do they do it though? He's injury prone.
Yeah. And Cedric Wilson is also a free agent as well. So all they pretty much have is CeeDee Lamb at this point. So they would have to figure out a way to bring one or 2 of these guys back.
Coop gets paid too much. And he's on the other side of the hill. So, Coop, I think, what's Coop, like the 4th highest paid receiver in the league or something like that? He might even be 3rd.
But I can see Philly with all those first-round draft picks say, take one of these, and we'll bring another Alabama guy in, and we'll match him up over here in Philly. I mean, I can see it.
It's money, though. The money doesn't match because they're having a problem paying Fletcher Cox. So
Fletcher's up there in age, too, though, bro. I think he's 32.
Yeah, but he's still dominant, though. You know what I
mean?
mean?
That's young for a defensive lineman in the grand scheme of things, but still.
Yeah.
He's dominant, though, man. He's probably, man, he's one of the 3 or 4 best dominant interior linemen in football. And that's what they're predicated on in Philly. So I can't really see them spending that kind of money on an Amari Cooper who you don't know what you're going to get from week to week. The kind of money Amari Cooper makes, you want the kind of production that you get out of DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. You don't want, this guy when he plays well for 3 games, he disappears for 2, and then he'll come back and do, how Coop. We had Coop.
It was the same Cooper, bro. He didn't change nothing.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not at all.
And runner doesn't fight. Like there's no dog in him. He's still
None
got
at all, and doesn't look like he wants to be there. He left for Dallas, got there, still didn't look happy.
Yeah.
Got a new chain. That was the only thing that changed.
I just feel like he don't want to play football. I think that at this point he running up a bag. What he had a 5-year $100 million or the 4-year $100 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's sitting on at least $130 million.
Yeah.
He's sitting on at least $130 million. The boy said he ain't got nothing to worry about. He's a very smart kid. He ain't flashy. He saves his money. I could see us hearing about Amari Cooper in 20 years and he owns half of North Dallas or some shit like that. Yeah. Probably buying fucking fast food joints and shit like Junior Bridgman. You know what I mean? He kind of seems like that kind of guy. He's like crazy, like a fox. You know, he's a smart guy. You know, I see the thing about like with the Sean Payton thing. You can't get Sean Payton, being that he's still in the contract and he retired, without giving compensation up for him.
It'd be a Calvin Johnson type situation where New Orleans may not even want to part with him. They may say, no, you either retire or you come back here. Because think about this too. We need to talk about this. There's a lot of players on that team that if they lose their head coach and they have no starting quarterback and they're 70 million, I think, under the cap or over the cap. I mean, like, bro, they may start breaking this shit up.
And Michael Thomas,
they got no choice.
They got Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. The money they gave Alvin Kamara, they have quarterback money tied into a running back.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see that happen.
That offensive line, like Q said right here, they got Ryan Ramsey, right tackle. Well, shit, I would give up whatever I need to get a true right tackle like a Ryan Ramsey. Marcus Williams is a free agent. They're not going to be able to pay him. And we talked about this before though. I don't want to pay another safety in the draft when we still got two young ones or three on rookie contracts with Abram, Merrick, and Tyree Gillespie. But I mean, Marcus Williams would be a
Marcus Williams,
huge.
Bro.
I know, bro.
Huge.
See you later, Jonathan.
Marcus Lattimore, that's a number one corner right there. You can get instantly. That helps them in the cap situation, and that helps them get some draft capital to start that thing over in New Orleans. Maybe we need to make some calls to these guys and try to pick them apart. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we don't need to talk about Sean Payton. Maybe we need to talk about the Alvin Kamaras and the you know what I mean, and Michael Thomases of the world, the Marcus Lattimores, because they got some players that we can come in and instantly turn this thing around.
Difference makers. Sir. I have no problem, and I don't know if this is me. If we're gonna go forward with Derek Carr next year, which it looks like that's the case, if they re him up for 3 more years, right? So now you're gonna put your chips to the table. I have no problem with the Raiders saying, you know what, we're not gonna go with the currency of hope. We're gonna take these draft picks and bring in proven commodities that want to be here. You can have it, just like Al used to do.
And you know why I think we didn't do that? Why we didn't do that for the past 8 years is because DC didn't prove that it was at that point where we should do that. Like right now, right? He did the unthinkable to me. Me and Phil were on the same accord.
Yeah.
The guy just couldn't get it done. He couldn't get us to the playoffs. Guess what? We got to the playoffs. Now you say, hey, DC, you got 1 year left on your contract. You earned to play through your contract. Let's go get proven commodities around this team now and see if you can take it to the next level. I think this year is going to be the most critical, not just because it's his last year on his contract, but now I think we're going to go out and get some true superstars around this guy. Imagine going to get a Devontae Adams and a Marcus Lattimore or some shit. Like, then it's like there's nothing you can say. Like this, or if he went out and traded for a dominant defensive tackle like a Leonard Williams or Quinnen Williams from the Jets, then it's like, but DC did enough to get us the 5th seed and to say, okay, now let's really invest around this guy because he did something that he has never done before, outside of 2016. And I always say I give him that. He led that team to that playoff to that playoff berth. We probably wouldn't even have played the Texans if DC was still around because he got injured against the Colts, and I believe he lost to the Broncos the last week.
Yeah.
I mean, so we would have won that game too. So, but yeah, it's time to get some proven. You said that perfectly, Wasted. It's time to get some proven commodity, not players that had a good year and we're just kind of betting the farm on them or just taking a chance on them, or not these old guys that's over the hill and thinking maybe we can just milk them for another year or two. It's time to go get the best players at the position. Devontae Adams, best receiver in the league. Go get him. Lattimore, one of the best corners, top 3 corners, 4 corners in this league. Go get him if you can. Go get these guys that's proven commodities instead of betting the farm on on the Littletons of the world that
Terrence Williams.
Yeah, Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but a Littleton that went to the Pro Bowl 1 year, but special teams Pro Bowl, not a Pro Bowl linebacker. You know what I mean? In our heads, we're thinking we went and got a line. We went and got a Pro Bowl linebacker. No, we went and got a Pro Bowl special teams guy. You know what I mean?
And when you get a guy that plays behind Aaron Donald, to me, I'm like, yo, when they got Corey Littleton, bro, I'm like, yo, I knew this was going to be bad. I said, because I don't see Aaron Donald nowhere on anybody else's roster in the National Football League. So you get to hide like that. When you play behind guys like that, it's a lot of guys who've gotten contracts for playing behind the Warren Sapps of the world. Yes. You know what I mean? They just make everything better for you. You remember the years when we had Darrell Russell, before he started getting high and shit.
Yeah.
It seemed like we never had a bad linebacker on the roster when we had that guy.
Yeah.
Right. Facts.
Greg Beekert, remember that? Greg Beekert. And all of these guys, man. So I don't know, man. I just, for me, I think the Raiders are beyond that thing where we're going to build this thing and they're going to grow with Derek. Derek's been in the league 8 years already, man. It's either shit or get off the pot. And
what, let me, because real quick, man, Josh says we ain't getting Devontae in free agency. He will be tagged. Let me say this, okay? They're like $50 million over the cap right now. They'll break even letting Aaron Rodgers walk. They'll be pretty much at zero. How do you still afford to pay him and pay these other guys around? You guys would be shocked. I think the Green Bay Packers have not used the franchise tag, I believe, since like 2011. Pickett. Yeah. Don't be shocked. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be crazy to allow a talent like that to just walk. That's insane and not get any type of draft capital. But the way they're cash strapped, I don't see it, man. They got to figure out a way to free up even more money to bring him back, even on a franchise tag.
But see, the thing about it is once Aaron Rodgers retires, who you got on offense? You're running with the three-headed monster running back, Aaron Jones and old boy AJ Dixon. I mean,
yeah.
Well, so you got Jordan Love, but he's gonna need somebody to throw to, and currently they don't have a wide receiver under contract.
No.
That Ron Wolf structure is gone.
Yep.
That Ron Wolf structure, all of them old guys who built that thing from when Favre and them were there, it was kind of like a progression over the years. All of them guys are out of that organization, and now you got an organization that's not owned by one person, it's owned by an entity. And that was always the problem with Green Bay before Reggie White decided to go back there. Mike Holmgren decided to take that job.
Yeah.
They don't have the kind of money other organizations do.
But Devin, this is the thing, right? He says he'll get tagged. You can go over the cap with the tag. No, we know that. But the thing is this. Green Bay will do right by Devontae Adams. When I mean to tell you that this is a franchise that will do right by their players, they'll do right by Devontae Adams. If we said, look, we got a first-round pick for you, which I'm giving a first round up away immediately. I don't even care. Look, y'all may not agree with me. I don't care if he's 29, 30 years old. I will give 2 firsts. I don't give a shit. If you can go get the best wide receiver in the league, you go do it. Me personally, I don't care because I'm going wide receiver in round 1 anyway this year. I wanted Treylon Burks, you know what I'm saying, out of Arkansas. I don't care. Like, I will say, fuck it. I will bite the bullet, give up the first, take them, and then next year it is what it is. Maybe that first is the 31st, 32nd in the first round. Maybe you never know how high that first round pick can be.
I would never trade 2 picks for a guy that doesn't have a long-term contract. If his contract is set on, he was happy with his money, then I would do that. But I would never give up 2 first-round picks for a guy that now I got to give up draft capital and still sign him to a record-breaking deal. And then I don't know whether it's going to work out or not, and he can pull an AB on me.
The thing is,
and still have to re-sign Derek at the same time.
Yeah, I would never.
The thing is this, though. We're in such a unique situation with this, right? Because the Derek Carr best friend, Devontae Adams, like, don't get me wrong, they both want. This is still a business. They're going to want to get paid regardless. But I think there's going to be a conversation that's going to be had with these people behind the scenes with our new GM to say, how can we make this work? I think that they want to play together. First of all, Devontae knows now, unless him and Aaron Rodgers go back to Green Bay, he'll never play with Aaron Rodgers again. There's no team that can afford to pay him and Rodgers to go over to go together. It's just not going to happen.
No, you're right.
What happens if Aaron Rodgers takes the discount double check to win?
He's still not. He's still not. He's already locked in. They'd have to do some funny contract math to kick that down, convert something straight into signing bonus, do all kinds of weird stuff to make that happen.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. The way Aaron looks in the playoffs, I wouldn't be mad if Denver said, "Here's 3 firsts. Give us Aaron Rodgers right now. Mortgage your future away.
Please take it.
Yeah, do it. Do it for a 40-year-old fucking quarterback. Cool with me. I'm good with that. But I just feel like, man, don't get me wrong. Devontae is still a stretch. It's still a stretch. I just feel if there's any team that can get him, it's going to be us. So it's either us or the Packers, right? I mean, that's just kind of where I think it is. I don't see him going anywhere else. He already said he wants to play with his best friend. It just makes sense. But even then, say you don't want to pay $26, $27 million for Devontae Adams. You can go pay 17, 18 for Allen Robinson. And you still upgrade that position. And then, like we said before, Wasted, you can go get a Burks or a Jahan Dotson out of Penn State. There's so many different options in the first and second round. David Bell out of Purdue. You can make this wide receiver room even just, bro, this shit could be so much better overnight.
I see a sneaky move.
Let me hear it.
What's that?
The Baltimore Ravens throwing their hat in the ring and getting Lamar Jackson, the true number 1 receiver, and them going to play with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Baltimore has a cap space. They don't have a true number 1, and they'll have a high draft pick than we do because we beat, they didn't make the playoffs and we did.
Let me see. I don't, but see, okay.
They got defensive shortcomings that need to plan for more than they need the wide receiver. They just drafted Rashad Bateman, who's legit. Yeah. They got to give him a chance to develop and work into the offense better than what he had. Yep.
They got Hollywood over there. They're a run first team.
He playing like Marquise. We don't call him Hollywood till he start catching balls and scoring.
That's facts. But they're a run first team. I don't, like you said, they went and got that's my boy out of Minnesota, man. That boy Bateman is a monster.
He's dog.
Yeah, he's gonna be a number 1, bro. I'm telling you, Bateman. He's gonna be a number 1.
How would that receiver room look with Hollywood Brown in the slot?
Oh,
Adam at the X, and your boy at 2.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson. Is Sammy Williams still under contract over there too?
Sammy Watkins. He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. But even then, like I said, they're a run-heavy team, and Baltimore has always been a team that invests in the defensive side of the ball in free agency. They just got rid of Martindale. They just lost their defensive coordinator. I think they're going to rebuild that defense. If anything, they would do some crazy shit. I seen that AB said he wanted to play with Lamar Jackson. I don't think AB will ever play it down.
Never. No. His career is over, bro.
His career is over.
But Baltimore can do something. They can be smart and say, let's throw our hat in the ring with Allen Robinson or a Christian Kirk, somebody that's a little cheaper. I just think that they invest their money in defense. Baltimore's always been that team that invests heavily into their defense, and they're a run-heavy team. I'm not paying $28 million when I know I'm gonna run the ball 90% of the time. It just, to be honest, to me, I wouldn't do that. But there is other teams. There is some shit. You never know, man. The Niners may say, let's go get Devontae Adams. Like shit, like.
Yeah, but you got Debo there. You got a lot of guys there. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't know, man. The only big move I could see the 49ers making is getting Aaron Rodgers. It's getting Aaron Rodgers, letting Jimmy GQ walk, and they can keep the kid on the bench for another 2 years and really let him develop. They can use him for, RPO plays and things like that, and they could come right on in.
You know what, though? And I agree with you because I thought that was going to be the move forever. It's all good, bro. Phil, be right back. I thought that was going to be the move forever. But one thing with Aaron Rodgers, because he grew up a Niner fan.
Yeah.
He's 0-4 against the Niners in the playoffs. I think that Aaron has such an ego that he wouldn't allow himself to do the you can't beat him, go join him type of thing. Me personally, I don't know what it is, but Aaron has the way he carries himself where I'm just like, I can't see him being, you know what I mean? Oh, man, they've been whipping my ass year in and year out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to them. I'm going to pull a Kevin Durant. You know what I mean?
The weakest move.
Yeah, I'm going to pull a KD and go steal me a championship or some shit. Like, I don't see it.
Oh, my haters have arrived. Digital presence here. Yo, what's up, Prince? Not seen Hamed. What's good with you?
That shit's hilarious, bro. But all right, so let's break this down. Last time we did the draft, right?
Yeah.
We did the draft. All right. I'm gonna pull up free agency. All right. Free agency 2022 NFL. All right. What positions do you want to upgrade
Me, right off the bat, wide receiver, defensive tackle, and secondary.
Okay. I'm gonna start with defensive tackle because I've done this before, and I know most of the defensive tackles on free agency right now are up there in age, kind of like 30 plus. But there could be some good guys that we can bring in as a bridge defensive tackle and draft a young guy. All right, I'm gonna go defensive tackle. Let me see what we got right now. All right. Defensive tackle. I think we all know the wide receivers and all that, but I'll bring them up in a minute. All right. We got Brandon Williams, Baltimore. They just got rid of Martindale. So they're going to get a new defensive coordinator here soon. I don't know if they switch to a 4-3. I don't know what the hell they do in Baltimore. But Brandon Williams is up there in age as well. But that's a guy you can look at. Linval Joseph, Chargers.
Yeah, Linval Joseph is a guy that I would definitely bring in, man. I would definitely bring him in. He's an upgrade over what we got right now.
Oh, definitely.
They don't have defensive tackles right now. I think all of them are free agents.
But Hankins, Hankins will come back to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? But Hankins will back up Linval Joseph any day of the week,
That's why everybody has Jordan Davis going to the Chargers in most of their mock drafts, because all their defensive tackles are free agents. But all of ours are as well. Every one of them. We don't have one defensive tackle. We don't have one defensive tackle on this roster that's not a free agent. Every one of them are.
The problem is that since we knocked them out of the playoffs, they draft before us, and they have a lot of the same needs they need addressed as we do. And it's like, damn, last year they got right ahead of us and got that tackle, that kid. Yeah, that's what we needed. You know what I mean? It's like every year they're right ahead of us to get the right personnel, man. It sucks.
Yeah, they did it this year with an offensive tackle.
Slater, yeah.
Yeah, they went and got Rashawn Slater, which ended up being one of the best left tackles in the league in his rookie year. Which I know we wouldn't have moved Colton to the right side, but still they went in front of us and got somebody great.
Man, right. I would have told Colton, listen, you played right tackle in college. That's where you're gonna be playing now. Because that kid is gonna be a Hall of Famer. You can see the talent already. I know everyone's like, oh, he's only 1 year. You can see the talent with Rashawn Slater. You can see it, bro. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Shout out to Gravy. Facts, brother. Dean is nice, linebacker out of Georgia. Michi, he'd be a steal in the later round, starter fourth out of Alabama. Yeah. He went down with a torn ACL. And then Morgan Moses, right tackle. I would love for him to come in. Raider Squid, he said, who backs up DC knowing Mariota realistically gone? Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
They're going to have to find one. They're going to have to sign one.
Yeah.
Because Peterman's gone too. So you got Carr and that's it.
Peterman should have never been here.
You know who I would like to get if we could? First of all, I want to draft one later. If we can get a quarterback in this draft to mold and try to figure it out, great. If there may be a chance we can get someone in the third, fourth round that falls, and maybe we can groom them under DC. But keep an eye on Tyler Heineke. Heineke.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, is he? I think he's a free agent, or they may even trade him for some. I mean, they wouldn't get a lot out of him, you know what I mean? But I would love to go get him. I mean, look, man, that guy was feisty, bro.
Scrappy.
Yeah, scrappy. He held on to it was a detriment, but it was a good thing and a bad thing. He held on to the ball a long time. But sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. Huntley, Baltimore, that'd be a nice guy to go look at. Is backing up DC.
As a backup, yeah.
That could potentially be a Colin Kaepernick, Jim Harbaugh, Alex Smith kind of move. You know what I mean? But
what about Daniel Jones? The Giants
I don't think. I don't think the Giants get rid of Daniel Jones. They may upgrade, but they keep him around. I don't know. Like, who would give up anything for Daniel Jones right now? I don't.
No. I'm just saying, like, if they would have cut him, because this is the year where they can get out of that contract.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the year. So if the Giants would have cut him, say for instance, the new coach doesn't have any faith in him, and he wants to bring in his own guy, they draft a guy, and they're going to cut him. Because listen, it's like Sammy. They probably do a sign and trade and get something for it. They wouldn't just cut him like that. That sounds stupid. But like how the Jets did with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, my bad guys. Sam Darnold, like the Jets got something for him, but they knew that they were going to go and move ahead and draft another kid. Yeah. So would you consider bringing him in for like a third round pick or something like that to have him sit behind Carr and learn?
I wouldn't be upset. I mean,
third.
You
Yeah,
could do that or
I
draft.
like Daniel Jones.
let me see. I'm gonna
You
do
could do
this real
that.
quick, you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna bring.
There's
I'm
a
gonna share
Ritter.
my
You
screen.
said about third round. You could probably get Desmond Ritter at about third, fourth round. I don't think he'd go much higher than that.
Desmond Ritter would be a first round pick.
I think he goes in the second.
I don't think. Yeah, we'll see. I
Who
got
you
to see
think
how.
are going to be the two highest rated quarterbacks? Him, Ritter, and Corral can go. I have Desmond Ritter as my highest rated quarterback coming out right now. Like as
Really?
far as readiness, as on the field readiness, Pickett has the most raw talent, but Desmond Ritter is the one that's going to come in and be ready if he gets in the right situation.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Phil, I need your help on this as well, brother. All right.
All right, let's do it.
So Wasted says defensive tackle, wide receiver, and what other position was it, Wasted?
Wide receiver and secondary.
Second, so corners. All right.
Right.
What do you pick 3 positions? All right, and we're gonna go off of the money that Wasted spends. You get your own. You get your own, Phil. So don't worry about the salary cap and all that other shit. Wasted is gonna spend the money that we have the way he wants to do it. All right. So
Okay, right on. I like it.
this is what I'm gonna do. All right, Wasted. We're gonna go back. All right, back to positions. All right, let me see. We're gonna go to defensive tackle. I need you. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna pick a defensive tackle. You're gonna pick a wide receiver, and you're gonna pick a corner. You're the GM. All right. Keep in mind, you can't go get probably the most expensive J.C. Jackson and a Devontae Adams. That's not how this shit works. So you still got to put your GM hat on. All right.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Okay. I like that. Still young. I like that. Okay. So instantly. Now let me see if they say, okay, they don't have his market value on here. I hate that they didn't do that. But this year he got paid $6,200,000.
You on Spot Track or over the cap?
Let me see something real quick.
Yeah, they should have market value on Spot Track.
Yeah, I'm on Spot Track right now. Oh, you know what? I just clicked on his name. Okay. Let me see. So it looks like they're still showing this is old contract. Entry level 2020. Okay. All right, let's just say this. How much are you paying this man then? If he got paid $6,200,000, this
$8 million.
$8 million?
$8 million for inflation. He ain't raising a whole lot of hell, and he has a lot of upside. So he can't come in demanding, $10-12 million a year like he's at. $8 million. That's a raise. It's fair. We can get out of the contract if he doesn't perform.
Okay.
And then you can look at the Brandon Williams and then Dominic Jesus of the world. They're getting long in the tooth.
Long in the tooth for sure. 32, 35. I like that. Larry's only 27 years old. I like that pickup. That actually fits the trajectory of this team. So that works for me. So we got okay, Larry, there you go. We're gonna go wide receiver room right now. We still need a wide receiver 1. Think about this as well, you guys. I mean, you guys can do it how you want. You guys are your own GM, but you can also in your head think we can go get a wide receiver in the first 2 rounds, someone that can still be very, very very, very great for this team. So, all right, look at this list right here, man. Damn, what the fuck is up with this Walgreens shit? Let me get them the hell out of here. Boom. All right. Look at this list right here. If you need me to go down, I'll go down.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. None of them guys that are down there are number 1 receivers, so we ain't even got to look at them guys, right?
Okay.
So Chris Godwin is not a number 1 receiver. He's a guy that's been eating next to a great receiver. He's a really good possession receiver, but he can't take the top off of the defense.
Okay.
Allen Robinson is getting up there, and the only guy I can spend my money on for this kind of money is Devontae Adams. If I don't get Tay Adams, my contingency plan is draft, and then like you were saying, bringing the kid from Arizona, Christian Kirk.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
I like it. I think Christian Kirk can be a steal, bro. Like a steal. Like this guy had like 900 yards, I believe, this year with that receiving core around him. I know D-Hop was out for a little bit, but Christian Kirk did his thing. I mean, shit. AJ Green even had like a 700 something yards. But I like that. Me personally, I think Christian Kirk, bro, to me, I'm going if you can find, if Drake London falls to you, you get that big 6'5" guy in the first round, and then a Christian Kirk falls to you in free agency, and you can get him, and then you match them two up with a Waller and a Hunter Renfro, bro. Like sky's the limit. Like
Bro,
that's
you know the problem with Christian Kirk is not Christian Kirk, but Drake London. Drake London is a bad football team's dream. Like he's the kind of guy that when he goes to the combine and they see him, he's such an impressive athlete. He has such impressive measurables. Teams are gonna fall all over him. He's not gonna fall in the draft, bro. He's just one of them guys. People are gonna fall in love with him,
Yeah.
paws in his shorts, and they're gonna fucking draft him.
He'll be first, he'll be the first receiver off the board. I mean, that's just
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
All right, so you go in. If you can't get Devontae, you continue. You
in my mind, it's definitely Devontae. My contingency plan, you know what I mean. My contingency plan is like we were just saying. You know what I mean. A Will Fuller, you know what I mean, or Christian Kirk, somebody like that. Not even Will Fuller. Will Fuller's, but Christian Kirk's my contingency plan, definitely.
Okay, so the number one plan is to still go get Devontae, pay Larry, and then you want to go corner. We're going corner, not safety. You want to go corner. All right. This is where it gets a little tricky right here, right? Because at some point you're either going to say fuck it and you pay J.C. Jackson big time money, which I think he'll stay with New England, or you're going to have to get one of those corners that's up there, and it's going to be another Casey Hayward situation this year. It's going to be the Stephon Gilmore's, the Joe Haydens of the world. Kyle Fuller, I like him. He's only 29. If we bring in Vic Fangio, he's coached him. Kyle Fuller's an option. You got the Patrick Petersons of the world, the Bryce Callahans, Jason Verrett's, Kevin King. You could take a chance on him with Green Bay. He's never really lived up to those years he had with Washington in college. I liked him in college. I thought he was going to be like one of the next guys, and he ended up being ass for Green Bay.
This is the reason why I saved my GM money. This is the reason why I didn't go all in on Devontae Adams. If I don't got Devontae Adams, and I got Larry Ogunjobi, the third rated guy, and I go and I get a wide receiver on the cheap, this is where I sink my money into. I get two defensive backs. I'm getting a proven superstar that's long in the tooth on a 2-year prove-it deal, Patrick Peterson, and I'm bringing in Jason Verrett. Jason Verrett, safer now. This is all under the guides that Jim Harbaugh's our coach, and this is under the guys that Vic Fangio's our defensive coordinator. Jason Verrett fits perfectly with Vic Fangio's system. He fits perfectly.
Okay. And, for those who don't know, Verrett's had a pretty cool season with the Niners. Damn. Okay.
So how many games did he play?
He's always dealt with injuries his whole career, though.
He only played one game this season.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think he played this year.
He signed a 1-year deal with them, right?
Yeah, and then I think he got hurt in either the beginning of the season or training camp, didn't he?
Oh,
yeah, we're thinking about last year. We're thinking about 2020.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about when he got.
Yeah, I forgot he was out this year. That's what I'm talking about. Like us not watching other
Jason
teams.
Verrett, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I gotta stop with that because I keep forgetting that I'm thinking about 2020. I forgot he didn't play this year, man. Pardon me for watching the Raiders too much.
I like that though. That's cool because we all were kind of sitting. I forgot too. I don't watch. I hate the Niners, so I look.
Listen,
perfect. It's cool. So do you go get a Gilly or you go get a Joe Hayden? Like what?
Joe Hayden is too slow. He's too expensive. He's too old. Kyle Fuller gets beat a lot.
Yeah.
Chris Harris has always been solid, but he's getting long in the tooth too. So for me, I'm looking at the youngest guy on this little list that we have that has a little bit of speed. Little J.C. Jackson action right there. But J.C. Jackson is going to go through the roof because he's probably the best prospect on here because they got rid of Stephon Gilmore for him. So
Devontae Adams he's out the door then.
Yeah. If Devontae doesn't come home. If Devontae does come home, then hey, we got to go get a couple of these guys on the cheap. Okay. Like a Jimmy Smith. You know what I mean? Guys that can play and can cover and stuff. Big, rangy guys that can deal with some of the guys in Kansas City. And then maybe in the late rounds, we can get a speedster who could keep up with Tyreek Hill.
I would love it, like you said, double dip. I would love to go get J.C. Jackson if you can, and then bring in like a Xavier Rhodes. See what we could do with Xavier Rhodes. I mean, he had a great career with Minnesota.
I've always wished that we fucking drafted him instead of bum-ass DJ Hayden.
Oh, my God.
I fucking threw up when we drafted DJ Hayden. No disrespect to him. But it's like you got a guy that had his fucking heart exploded.
Yeah.
And you draft him, and Xavier Rhodes is sitting there, and he's a Pro Bowler.
Okay. So I like this. Okay. So shout out to the chat for those who are late. Wasted. He got his GM hat on. This is what he did in free agency. He said we needed a corner. He said we needed a receiver. And he said we needed a defensive tackle. What he did was go get Larry Obajobi. I don't know how to say it. Obajobi from Cincinnati, which I think that is a very, very under the radar great steal if you can get him in free agency. And he's still young, fairly young.
Yep.
Got J.C. Jackson, the number one corner in free agency. And at that point, Devontae's out of the door, and he got Christian Kirk, Arizona Cardinals, who had 900 receiving yards this year with all those receivers around him, with Rondale Moore around him, with AJ, with D-Hop. I like that. That, to me, the only thing missing is a right tackle. I think that was the only thing missing in this free agency, but I like it. Phil, what positions? Is it the same? Or
No, they're close, but not quite the same. Okay. So you said you and me is on the same page because my number one priority is a right tackle.
Okay, there we go. That's mine.
So I go right tackle, I go guard. I'll figure out which side I'm going to put him on later. Defensive tackle, and then corner. And we'll take a look at what's left in wide receivers. I prefer to draft one and work a little slightly better scheme that's better tailored to the strengths of what we have.
And mind you, there's going to be some cheap options out there,
right?
Wide receiver as well. If you get a true number one in the draft, and then you go get like an Emmanuel Sanders, or you can get some veterans, or you can even get like a tier 3 kind of guy, like I don't want to get a Juju, but you know what I mean? Like there's some guys out there that can work. So
queen of TikTok, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh my God, bro.
No.
The queen of TikTok.
No. Yeah. No.
All right, here we go, man. We know the number one guy on here we're not even going to take a look at.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm going Morgan Moses. That's probably our best option.
Ding ding. Yep. Him or Alex Kappa out of Tampa Bay. And I say Kappa because he's 26.
Shit, that's right. No, give me Kappa.
Okay,
forget about give me Kappa.
Morgan Moses is 30. Moses only gave up, I believe, 3 sacks this year on 1,022 snaps offensively. That is good for that bad Jets team. Really good. But
hey, it's awesome, but I'm going with youth. You got 26 proven with Super Bowl experience and worked with Brady. Give me that guy because he had to keep people off Brady's ass.
So you got Kappa. You going to guard next?
Let's go to guard.
Let's go to guard. I like this. Let's see what my dog wants to get over here. Now you got this is a perfect blend of youth and experience. You got it all over the place. You got a Andrew Norwell, guard, Jacksonville. He's only 30 years old. A Brandon Sheriff, if you want to go big fish, which is he's injured a lot. To be real, I think he only played 5 games this year or some shit. You got Laken Tomlinson. You can take a chance on him. Trey Turner. Not too many names on here.
I like Tomlinson.
Really, it's really not that great.
Austin Corbett. I like Austin Corbett. Oh shit.
Go up. Let me see. Now Norwell's getting paid too much.
AP9. AP, I'm about to call you back, brother.
Give me scroll back up.
Okay.
Yeah, we getting too far down.
We getting into the Denzel Good country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would at this point I'd take him over Simpson. So, but give me Ike Boger.
Okay. So you going guard out of Buffalo, 27 years old. He's a cheaper option. I'll tell you that. Because if you want the Andrew Norwells of the world, he got.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, "Ooh, are we getting ready to do that?" I was like, "I could do it, but not for a guard. That's crazy."
He got paid $13 million this year, so that he's going to get a raise.
Yeah.
Then now you're talking tackle money.
Yeah.
Adams that I say we should take a shot at getting Thomas out of New Orleans. He's a top receiver and once out of New Orleans. I'm not mad about looking at that.
He been hurt for 2 years though, bro.
So
what Andrew Thomas are we getting? Is this going to be like when we got Eric Dickerson back in the day? What are we getting here? To me, I got to see the one thing that has to happen for us to take Michael Thomas is his contract has to be considerably less than what it is.
Slant boy. What they call him, slant boy?
Slant boy.
All right.
All right. So we tackle a guard.
Okay, so first of all, you ain't got Ike out of
Yes.
Buffalo, guard. I like
Sure.
that. I like that. Okay, so we got guard. We got our tackle for the 2022 season. Where are we going now?
It's time to spend some money. Bring up the DTs.
Okay, there we go. Boom, defensive tackle update. All right. Mind you, he went with a cheap guard, you guys. So I believe that Phil may have a little more room to play with than wasted.
Ready for this one?
Oh shit!
Give me Ogunjobi and Jaron Reed.
Oh
like
shit!
that.
He's already a better GM.
Hey, bro, I didn't even see Jaron Reed. He's right under Larry. Whoa.
And I still got money.
Okay,
I
so
still got money.
Mind you, guys, this is smart because remember, you don't have to pay Solomon Thomas. You don't have to pay Quentin Jefferson. You don't have to pay any of these guys. If you want to still bring Falone back, great. You don't have to pay these guys though. He just let our defensive tackles walk in free agency, and we ain't got Larry O and Jerron Reed. I like that. Okay.
See, I didn't know I can do that. I thought I had to pick one from each.
Hey, no, we'll double back then. We'll double back.
I didn't know that.
You didn't give me a dollar. You didn't give me a dollar amount, so I was trying to keep it concise into a certain amount.
I'm assuming we're playing with like what 40, 50 million at this point right now. So we're
40. We'll go 40. I think that's safe.
But
Malik Jackson, though, can Malik Jackson still play? You think?
Yeah, he is, but he's up there in age too, though, bro.
Yeah. You could get Sheldon Richardson probably cheap.
Yeah.
Quentin Jefferson played well enough to come back. I would look at he would be more the end of free agents to see what else I could get, and then I'd come back to him.
Yeah. Hey, Tim Settle, Q. That's a smart name.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's one of Jones's boys.
Washington football team. I actually like Tim Settle a lot. He's kind of had this. He kind of reminds me of Nick Kwiatkowski coming out of Chicago. He just played around some guys in front of him that was so good that he just didn't get as much burn as them. You know what I mean? Like, and then you know what happened with Nick Kwiatkowski. He came over here, had one good year, and then injuries up the ass. But all right, where you going, Phil? So that's what
corner.
Huh?
Corner. We on Phil sweepstakes right now.
Okay, I want to see where you going because
you already know.
I'm gonna
you already know.
We're not playing with $30 million or some shit right now.
So, no. But we were cost effective all the way through.
Definitely.
Didn't spend no top dollar so that we could come and get JC Jackson. Come on down.
Whoa. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay.
We picked two of the same players, though. That's good.
Sure. Okay, so all the guys you got, let the chat know one more time, brother. So for those who just popped in,
we got Morgan Moses, we got Ike Bodiger, we got Jaron Reed and Larry Ogunjobi, and JC Jackson.
I like it. Hey, Wasted, I just got your message too, brother. Who'd you have one more time?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I had Larry Ogunjobi, I had JC Jackson, and then I had Christian Kirk.
I like it. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any of that. Okay. I like that, man.
I like Christian Kirk too, by the way. That was one of my favorite targets for wide receiver and free agency.
All right, I'm gonna do mine real quick. I think right tackle, which I already did a video on him. You know what though, man? Cap was there. I like that 26 compared to 30 though.
That's actually who I talked to. I got it backwards.
Yeah, man. I might have to. The one thing I like about Morgan Moses is he hasn't missed a game since 2015. He came into the league in 2014. He's durable. You know what I mean? Damn, bro. You know what? Cap would be at least it'd be more inexpensive. You know what, bro?
I think they'd actually have to pay Kappa. I think he's coming up where get paid.
Right. Yeah. I'm going Morgan Moses. You're right. I'm going Morgan Moses. He's 30, a little more up there in age, and this is probably his last contract. He'll be dealing with kind of the year in, year out.
2 year games.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go Morgan Moses at right tackle. I'm gonna go to wide receiver. I think everybody kind of knows where I am with everything, to be real, but I'll go to receiver. We all know Devontae Adams is the prized option, but I'm going to assume that he's not available. I'm going to assume that the Raiders want to keep all their draft capital because of the draft being in Las Vegas this year. Could you imagine having the draft without a first-round draft pick? That'd be kind of a tough pill to swallow. Don't get me wrong. If Devontae Adams comes for that, it makes up for it. But
Right.
I'm going to assume that the Raiders want to have a draft pick in Las Vegas in their first draft. So I'm going to go get Allen Robinson. Christian Kirk is my second guy. I would love to have him. He's a little younger, but Allen Robinson is my guy. I feel like he deserves to have a true quarterback. He's played with the Blake Bortles of the world, the Mitchell Trubisky's of the world. This guy has never had a real quarterback. So I'm going to go with Allen Robinson. And then if you guys, we could double dip. We could say, hey, maybe we can get DJ Chark for cheap. You know what I mean? Maybe he comes in, coming off an injury. Maybe we can get Chark. Maybe we can get a Christian Kirk. I think Kirk's going to be at least $12 million, though. I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I'm going Allen Robinson. I think it's going to be $17, $18 million right there. You got him and Morgan Moses. Morgan's probably going to be $7 to $9 million, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to go. You already went defensive tackle. I'm going to go corner, man. I think we need a corner bad, bro.
Yeah.
Badly. I know everybody. I know you guys both went J.C. Jackson. I am gonna go with. Damn, man, I love the whole idea of having J.C. Jackson come in, but I am going to go with. Shit. If Vic comes in, and let's just assuming Vic is coming in, I'm gonna go get Kyle Fuller. I'm gonna get Kyle Fuller, and I'm a double dip. If I can, I'm gonna go get Xavier Rhodes as well. I'm gonna go get Kyle Fuller out of Denver, knows the system, and I'm going to go get Xavier Rhodes and just assume that he has a hell of a year like he did with Indianapolis this year. I'm a double dipping corner. That's what I'm gonna do.
Nothing wrong.
So Morgan Moses, Kyle Fuller, Allen Robinson, and Xavier Rhodes. That's what I'm doing. Unless something crazy happens where we go trade for like a Xavier Howard or some crazy shit, which I don't see that happening. I'm going with that. That's my free agency thus far. And mind you guys, more people are going to pop up. The season ain't over yet. People are going to get cut. People are going to ask to be released. There's going to be so many more players still available to us that we don't even know yet. You know what I mean? We don't even know yet. So this is just this going off of what we see right now. With that being said, man, hey, bro, I love it. I appreciate you, bro, for coming on. I appreciate
No problem.
My brother. Now, I don't know what you got going on tonight, Phil, but me and Stu will be going on here in about 15 minutes. We'll be active. We get together. We'll be on forever. So
no, I know. We're actually me and Jones are supposed to be going on. He called me while we were doing the live. We're probably going to be going on in the next hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, I'll pop in on you as well and come check y'all out.
Right on. We still trying to make that push. We down to 89 to go.
Hey, everybody go hit Unfiltered Truth and hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get our brothers up to that band, man. It's band season. It's band season.
Early in the year, too. Get that hustle right out the gate.
Unfiltered Truth. Pull up over there and let's rock. Shout out to my brother Phil. I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, I'm gonna come over there and play the chat with y'all.
All right, right on. My
brother, man. Have a blessed night. Shout out to my brother Phil, man. Greater Gay says, you pulling any guests? Yeah, we gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Me and Stu are doing our show, but I'm gonna definitely pull some people on. We're gonna have some fun tonight. You know the shows that we do with Stu, you guys, that they kind of turn into fan shows. You know what I mean? So we may fuck around and do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you guys, man, thank y'all for coming in, man. Hour 15 minutes up. Like I said, you guys, I needed this tonight with all the shit I got going on in my personal life. It's definitely a blessing to have 400 plus people in the chat with us. Have some fun with this free agency talk. You guys know how me and Stu do. I got my liquor. I got everything lined up. We're going to have more fun over there. We're going to talk football, but we're definitely going to talk a little more life, mental health, his football career, my music career. We're just going to talk life in general. So if you guys want to pull up, I'm going to end this video and I'm going to go pull up me and Stu stuff, man. With that being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll be back in 10 minutes. 1.